Hi, I'm Case Lowe, co-host of the Open the Voice Gate podcast. The one question I'm constantly asked when it comes to Dragon Gate is, how do I get into the promotion? Well, stop asking and start listening to the Open the Voice Gate podcast, released every Wednesday on the Voices of Wrestling podcasting network. For exclusive news and show reviews, look no further than the leader in Dragon Gate coverage, Open the Voice Gate.
Hey everybody, my name is Jesse Collins, and I am the host of the Gentleman's Wrestling Podcast, a show right here on the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. On the Gentleman's Wrestling Podcast, we take a deep look at individual issues and stories that are going on in the wrestling world. Each episode is about a different topic, and we take a thorough and educated look at things ranging from current booking trends to breakdowns on individual performers and angles to investigations into different fan cultures across the industry. In addition, we keep a close eye on the wrestling media, and as a professional journalist, I bring a unique perspective to how current issues in wrestling are being covered and discussed through the wrestling media. We have a revolving series of guests from across wrestling punditry joining us on each episode, and we hope that you make the choice to give us a listen on wherever you get your podcast from.
This podcast is a member of the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. Visit voicesofwrestling.com to hear the rest of our great podcasts, as well as show reviews, columns, opinions, and updates across the world of wrestling.
Here we go! Kiss me like a love sound. So I'm gonna call me. Whoa, whoa, kimi kata omoi. Koi ga hashiri dashita ra.
You're listening to the Emerald FlowShow on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network.
Welcome to episode 93 of the Emerald FlowShow. We're a podcast on the Voices of Wrestling Podcast Network. You can find us on X and Blue Sky. You can donate to the show at voicesofwrestling.com/donate if you're feeling generous. And of course, you can listen to us on all of your favorite podcast apps and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. I'm Gerard, back with Paul, and I should clarify, we haven't had an episode in a while. That was because we were going to come back after a couple weeks. But then I had a drama of like 2.5 weeks without internet, which ended in switching providers and getting new internet that is actually much better so far. So that is my story.
Yeah, that was kind of nuts how long that actually took for them to like send somebody to you. Well, that was insane.
So it's the internet goes down. It happens sometimes. You're like, okay, maybe when I get up in the morning. So once you get in that 48 hours, you're like, you call, they come out, they try to figure out what's going on. And like, oh no, well, the wire has been disconnected somewhere, so we're gonna have to send a special team to fix this.
Yep.
Of course, this special team takes forever to schedule, and they are just so opaque and hard to clarify. And they told us days that they were going to come, and they didn't come.
Oh, great! Oh, that's always my favorite.
We just gave up and threw our hands and switched. And this one was the one we had before was through the DSL phone lines. We got one through the cable TV lines instead. And talking to the repair guy there, and he said, oh, well, some of the companies aren't really maintaining their phone lines these days very well.
Oh, great.
Because, people are just moving away from it. So they don't want to invest in that infrastructure that God knows who knows going to be using it in 5-10 years from now. So, that's why we switched.
Oh no.
I mean, all the Canadian listeners out there could probably tell you all the stories about all the shit.
No, I mean I have heard some horror stories about it before. It's like I don't think like what we have here is ideal, but like at least the lines are well maintained.
Yeah, and you have more competition too.
Yeah. I mean the thing
Probably.
is it's actually like the lines, like there is actually only one provider for the like there's multiple providers that use the same lines, but like the lines themselves are still owned by Deutsche Telekom.
Oh, okay.
It's just that everybody, like basically the way it got like liberalized the market is like, no, like Telecom still owns like the infrastructure, the underlying infrastructure, but it's like they have to like let everybody else use.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But as like, yeah, no one wants to invest in phone lines anymore. Which is fair because we didn't have a home phone or anything. My wife and I just have our cell phones and stuff like that. And I think that's the case for most people that are probably under 45 these days. So
I mean, when I got a contract with Telecom, they actually gave me a like home phone number, but not like I literally like I only got an internet contract with them. I didn't get like a phone contract with them, but they still gave me like a phone number, but like no phone to go with it, because I think in their system I have to have a phone number for them to make it work, like a home phone number.
Okay. Huh. So also as a result of this, I got very behind on my wrestling watching because I tried to start to stream things on my phone with my phone data, but then I quickly used up all of my phone. I had to buy more phone data, and buying more phone data is always expensive. So I'm just like, I can't stream. I need to keep this for the essentials and everything like that. So I quickly fell off after trying to watch a couple of the All Japan shows that happened. I quickly fell off and just stopped streaming and waited. And I didn't watch the All Japan Korakuen show until yesterday. Because, it's like things pile up and then I have a lot of wrestling to watch and I have other things I got to do. So
yeah, no,
my story.
I know the problem.
Hopefully when we return on our next episode, I'll have watched everything that has happened today.
But to be fair, I think a lot of it is like non-essential. I think it's fine if you just basically.
No, it was just a lot of shows in quick succession that wasn't like super essential. Because like I felt like there was times during the summer where it was like there's nothing happening.
Yeah.
For weeks at a time.
No, I think that this has been a bit better than that. Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah.
Except that there's an entire show that I forgot to watch as well, where I just looked for the run sheet. I'm like, I don't think I watched this show.
So just to start off, I'll make a quick announcement. I did a over 3-hour podcast with Dylan of the Eastern Lariat that was released on the Eastern Lariat feed last night, going over the Observer Hall of Fame for this year, and we were talking about some of my picks and just the candidates in general. So if you're interested in that, you can check it out. We started off with Japan, obviously. So if you can't last the 3 hours and don't want to hear about modern US, you can more talk about Cody and CM Punk. You can, just Japan part and everything like that. We tried to just, we've done this, like, I think this is our 3rd year in a row of doing the Observer Hall of Fame. So, we just sort of pick and choose what we want because chances are we've already talked about most of the candidates in previews and everything like that. And that's sort of what's going on, like, because in Japan, there wasn't that much to talk about new wise and everything like that. And once again, I also made my big pitch for Tiger Jeet Singh and why you should vote for him.
He should be in. Fair enough.
Yes. So let's go back a bit all the way to October 13th in Big Japan, and the match, which wasn't even the main event of the show because it was a death match title. No, not a death match title match, but a death match was the main event. But it was the second event for the Big Japan World Strong Heavyweight title. So Daimonji defeated Daichi Hashimoto in 28-25 to win the title and win his first big title of his career. Paul, did you watch this match?
No, I actually haven't watched this one. I also haven't really heard great things. Like, I was planning to, but then I heard it was just kind of meh.
I really like this match.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, I do know that other people were not as high on it as I was. I thought Daimonji looked real good and was really great and kept the match. I mean, it was 28 minutes and you see Daichi Hashimoto and you understand, like, okay, fine. But I thought, maybe a little dry at times, but I thought that Daimonji kept the match going pretty well. And I would say that Daichi was like adequate and a little more motivated than average. So slightly above average Daichi, which of course is not, of course, can't say he's like one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet, but he was somewhat motivated. And I thought they actually did fill up the time well. A good little closing stretch there. So I actually really enjoyed this match. I think from what I've seen from Big Japan this year, probably, and it's not a lot, but of the sort of title matches and everything, I liked it a lot. Probably time for Daichi's reign to come to an end, even though, because he had it like 161 days, it was time. And I'm really excited with what Daimonji is going to do with it, because I think it could actually definitely help reinvigorate that title scene.
Yes, no, for sure. Like I think Daimonji is like the right guy to put it on. I think he's been like the best guy. Well, he's a regular. He's not signed, so like I think he's like the best, like one of the best regular wrestlers that they've had for like a while now. So I think he's definitely like earned himself like this title, right? And yeah, it definitely makes me more interested to like actually check out some Big Japan than I would have been like with Daichi as champion. Because with Daichi, like I know what I'll get.
Like I'd recommend it, and I'm not the only one that enjoyed it, but yes, some people did think it was boring. I can't deny that sort of fact about it and everything. But I guess you'll just have to decide whether that match sounds appealing or not. So we'll start real quick. Also, why not talk about GLEAT, Paul? Because
why not? Yes,
GLEAT. People are talking about GLEAT for all different reasons: the horrible attendances, what Shima is doing. And of course, the fact that we've got an upcoming match of Suwama versus Katsuhiko Nakajima.
I think that's the most important thing, to be honest.
Yeah, it is the most important thing, to be honest.
And I have to say, I am now officially subscribed to the GLEAT YouTube channel, the actual like membership.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do that too for this show. I was going to say I'm just going to be in and out. Like I'm not holding on to this.
Yeah, very much. And also, I mean, I bought like first row like tickets for the show in December, so I feel like I should at least.
You really keep up with what is happening. Russian roulette there with that one.
I think I literally sat in like the middle of like the first row as well, so I think I'm going to be on camera the entire time. But luckily, nobody will see it, so it's fine.
So why not do a quick preview of the Buntai real quick? We've got a Battle Royal that's on the pre-show that starts at 4:10 p.m. Japan time when the show starts at 5. And the participants in this Battle Royal are Abdullah Kobayashi, Shuji Ishikawa, Reimu Imai, who was in All Japan a couple years ago, Takayuki Ueki, Quiet Storm, Nico Inberardi, Brahman K, Brahman Shu, Parker Boudreaux, Omori, and Go Miyake. What a
murderous row of people. I mean, hey, I mean, Parker Boudreaux's probably gonna win that one.
Yeah, probably.
I would assume.
Well, who knows? Because I feel like if Shima's out, is he?
Oh yeah, no. Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah, I forgot that Shima's leaving. Yeah, no. If Shima's like gone, like that guy is not getting booked anymore.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. So we got a couple MMA matches, including Tetsuya Ito versus Tomohito Mizuguchi. And dear God, Yu Iizuka versus Yoshinari Fukushima, and I'm just worried about poor Iizuka.
Yeah, like I don't know what he's doing with himself yet again. Oh, okay. So it's not a full-on like he's getting embarrassed kind of deal.
Yeah, well, he might lose that, but not quite as bad.
I mean, he's gonna lose. He's a young guy in GLEAT. Of course, he's gonna lose against like the show.
Yeah, and then we have a Ludette UWF match: Ryo Aitaka versus Hideki Shrek Sakine. And then we have Black Generation International versus CPF, which is some sort of I don't know who that is. They're foreigners. I don't know what the
they're British.
Oh, they're British. So Kaito Ishida, Soma Watanabe, and Kazuma Sakamoto. Oh my God, Soma joined Black Generation International.
Yes,
I missed that. So versus Joe Lando, Danny Black, and Maverick Mayhew. We have an Evolution title match. Zones will be defending the title against Michiko, which actually has a chance of maybe being the second or third best match of this show.
Probably, actually, looking at this card, yeah.
We got a special tag match: T-Hawk and Naoki Tanizaki versus Takahiro Yamamura and Shigehiro Irie. Okay, that could be good. Then we got Junji, Minoru Tanaka, and Kotaro Suzuki versus TJP, who they're really pushing there. Ryuichi Shaman Kawakami and Brass Knuckles. Hayato Tamura is is returning, and Czech Shimatani is leaving GLEAT, but I think he's like going to AAA.
Well, he is in AAA already. Like he's been teaming with SB Kento and
Takuma.
Yeah, Takuma. So yeah, no, I think they also he might actually be signed to WWE now as well.
Oh, okay, under one of the AAA contracts. Interesting.
Yeah.
But so that's what that's all about. So we can figure out who's going to win that one. And the semi-main final, which is really the draw for me here.
Yes.
It's a G Pro Wrestling special single match, so it's not for the LEAT UWF title. But Katsuhiko Nakajima versus Suwama. And in the angle leading up to this, they redid the Nakajima and Kento angle at Korakuen, and Suwama smashed some flowers over Nakajima's head.
Yeah. I wonder if they asked Kento first, right? Because it's weird that Suwama is redoing the angle that Kento did, that Nakajima did with Kento, but then Kento told him to kick rocks, or All Japan told him to kick rocks. It kind of feels like that, right?
Yeah, perhaps, or or did this augur something else?
What do you think it is actually leading to Kento coming in,
or Nakajima coming back?
Nah, it again. And I feel like they would have already done that with Real World Tag League, because again, Suwama is basically out of All Japan as well for the most part.
Yeah. Right? So Suwama wins here, and then Nakajima wins the LEAT UWF title match.
Yeah, probably. It's not very exciting, but I think that
you might be seeing that match.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'll take it. I will definitely take that as a singles match, in Shinjuku Face, absolutely.
I think Suwama could do a UWF rules match.
Yeah, I think he would be good at it too.
Yeah. So that's obviously we'll see. But of course, this being great, this could just be Suwama winning and then it being dropped.
Yes, that could also very much be the thing. Yeah, where it's just never talked about again.
And then in the main event for the G-Rex Championship match, Al Lindemann versus Shima, because Al Lindemann recently won the title and
did a very weird angle with Shima.
Yeah. And Nakajima only won the title too, and then only had one defense, which is sort of well, that's interesting. What's up with that? For him to just hold that so short time, I was it sort of set off my radar. I'm what's going on with Nakajima?
Oh, where you think he's leaving?
Well, I don't know. But yeah, this angle, and it sounds like Shima's leaving after his contract is up in December. Is that what I understood it as?
No. So it's weirder than that. So basically, Lindemann challenged Shima. So it wasn't that Shima challenged Lindemann. Lindemann won the title and then challenged Shima. And then Shima comes out and shoves Lindemann and then cuts a weird promo and then puts stuff out on social media where he's where he basically makes his own stipulation where the loser of the match leaves GLEAT immediately. And then recently, GLEAT put out an announcement that actually Shima may have said that the loser of this match leaves GLEAT immediately, but Shima's contract is still running until the end of the year. Actually, you know what? It's even weirder because basically they said oh, Shima said he's leaving after the show, but actually his contract is running until the end of the year, and we're going to hold him to that. Which in a way they spoiled what the result of the match is going to be by doing that. So it's I don't know if there's a weird work shoot of Shima is actually pissed off. It's a mess, basically.
That is a mess. Very, very great for them just to interfere with the booking like that, right?
Yeah, I mean that's also the thing of Shima being oh man, I wonder why GLEAT is in the toilet. It's yeah, Shima, I'm sure we're all trying to find the guy who did this.
Well, do you see that one? They had a house show that drew 125.
Yeah, where the guy that was there was also yeah, it's getting really hard to support this promotion.
Yeah, well, he blamed the management. I saw the tweet.
Yes,
a Japanese fan, and he blamed the management, not the wrestlers. But that, I mean, Shima's management.
Yeah, that's the thing. Shima's management. I'm pretty sure he was the booker as well.
Yeah. But was the LEAT Suzuki guy also probably doesn't really...
No, I mean, that's very old.
No amount of Minoru Tanaka or Kiyoshi Tamura or Riki Choshu also seems to have stepped in to be what's going on here.
Yeah, no, they're not coming through that door.
No. So, this company is what it is. It really does feel like it's in a death spiral.
It does. I mean, they have announced dates for January. So, like, the December show isn't going to be their last show. That's confirmed now. But still, like,
this feels like
very weird.
This feels like a company that's gonna like they want to make it look like they are a company that is thriving and moving forward. So all of a sudden, you're just gonna wake up one day and you're gonna announce that they.
Oh yeah, it's not even
It's
gonna
my
be like a
prediction.
Wrestle One thing where like they at least announce like a final show or whatever. It's just gonna be gone one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that
money
is the
on the
most
final
likely
show.
outcome for them. Yeah, we ran out of money by.
Oh yeah. All right. So in terms of going over Noah, which I only watched Monday Magic episode 1 or Monday Magic Extreme episode 1. And I have to say that I quite enjoyed the Mari Gold versus Marvelous match on that show. I thought it was the best. And then also the 3-way tag with Titus Alexander, Starboard Charlie versus Dragon Maid and Alpha Wolf, and then Jack Morris and Danny Duggan. Paul, was there anything on that show that you enjoyed?
I mean, the thing I have to say with Danny Duggan on that though, like the ring rust is very obvious. Like I enjoyed that match as well, but like he was like a bit sloppy with some of his stuff as well. Then maybe the only other thing I want to like comment on is like what are your thoughts on the Barcelona guys? Because I had never like seen them before, and yeah, I don't think I'm very impressed, I have to say.
No, they're very green and they just don't really stand out.
No, they have weird looks as well.
Yeah.
Weird gear choices.
What's with all these Spanish wrestlers being all skinny?
I don't know, maybe that's like a healthy like diet or something. Like especially they're from Barcelona, so probably eat like a lot of fish.
And the main event, I mean, perfectly inoffensive, but it was just a very WWE hardcore match.
Yes, it was. As these matches always.
Yeah. Wrestle Odyssey. Now you covered it on Wrestling Omakase.
Yeah. I already talked about it.
So my thoughts, I don't know, like a show that was like a 6, maybe a 6.5 at best. Best match, obviously, the junior tag title match. But I also enjoyed Charlie Dempsey and Uka Sasaki trading holds. That was fun.
Yes, that was fun.
Fujita versus Suzuki, better, but I also laughed when the result happened.
But again, what else could it have been? Like, there's no way this was gonna have like an actual result.
The Tanahashi farewell to Noah was a nice, fun little match, and Tanahashi did the right thing and let Kiyomiya get the win in that match.
Yes.
And then the junior heavyweight title, maybe the second best match of the show. I think some people were down on this. I generally enjoyed it. I don't think it was as good as the junior tag, but I would say if you sort of think about it, there was concerns about the expectations given how well Hiromu's look motivated and Ada is about his motivation level. So I thought they did well.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? On Omakase, which match I compared this one to weirdly? Because I feel like for some reason it reminded me of it. It reminded me of the Yuji Nagata, Shuji Ishikawa Triple Crown match. Because it kind of was like the ending sequence of that was kind of like that, where they just kind of like traded like bombs basically, just without the like 5 minutes like lying on the floor after that.
And then the main event was the main event. I thought it ended well, and I thought it showed its moments, but between the interference and the stupid Inamura stuff, I could not go much higher than like a 3.5 or something like that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm very much pro Inamura. I think he should win the title, but I'm also a little concerned about this character. And
Smack Daddy is a very weird thing. Like, and also like I hated the whole angle. Like, it just stunk of like WWE stuff basically.
Oh, pure WWE angle, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people actually like theorize that this is like leading to him turning heel and joining Team 2000X. But like that doesn't. I mean, again, I guess I'm trying to apply logic to promotion. It very often doesn't apply logic, but like to me that doesn't really make sense. Like, why wouldn't he have just helped like Kitamiya win then if he was just gonna like turn on Kenta later?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where this is going. I just hope he wins.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
So, Paul, what of Noah did you watch after that?
So I watched the Korakuen Hall show, And then I watched the final Monday Magic show because I forgot to go back and watch episode 2 of Monday Magic.
Oh, that was the one with the Daichi appearance, was it not?
Yes, that was the one with the Daichi appearance.
So what did you think of the Cork and Hall show? Because it was
yep.
it drew 808 fans, and it's really a sign of how well that Ozawa is doing. But also, you got to give him a bigger title.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like that, like leaving the national title off of like Wrestle Odyssey didn't like benefit them in any way, and yeah, this just didn't really work. I think people just weren't really interested in much what was shown here. I think the show itself was fine for the most part. I think the things worth mentioning, like, I mean, first of all, like LOL Junta, like stepping up to like Hiromu and being like, I want a title challenge, and Hiromu was like, well, you need to earn it, like face me in like Hurricane Hall, and then losing in under 10 minutes. I mean, but to be fair, I mean, right after that, they also made it very clear that like Junta is like yesterday's news, which is again a little weird with a guy that is only 28. But because afterwards, Daiki Odashima came out, and they announced that like they were gonna have like the Junior League coming up as well. Well, like first round, it's going to be Hiromu versus Daiki, and I'm really looking forward. I think that's going to be a great match. Then
I will say though, it's nice to see that they're actually like obviously Daiki wins a title really soon into his career, so I'm happy with how fast they're pushing him. He deserves it, and
absolutely.
Division needs it
again, because I always thought like we needed Junta at least as like a go between until they're ready to push Daiki. But like if they're ready to push Daiki now, then maybe
he's got to do it.
It's unfortunate for Junta, but like sometimes the chance doesn't come. Sorry. I mean, he's still gonna be like a part of the junior division, obviously, but like I think his chance to like be the top guy in the division, I think that's done now, probably, to be quite honest.
Yeah. Feels like it.
Yeah. I guess what, maybe he should turn heel. I just want to see what that would be like at least. Maybe that's like gonna reinvigorate him. But yeah. Otherwise I did enjoy Kaito versus Charlie as well. It's kind of exactly what you thought it would be, where like both of them are really good, like technical wrestlers. So they had like a really I don't think it was amazing. I think some other people were higher on it than me as well. I thought it was like a really solid as fuck like match, but it wasn't like a blow away match at the same time. Just really good, solid technical wrestling. I really enjoyed like Dragon Bait versus Galeno. I was a little surprised that Dragon Bane won the title here. But I mean, then afterwards, like it looks like Galeno is now like going to AAA as we kind of expected to happen. I just thought it would happen next year, not this year already.
It feels sudden.
Yeah,
like they just
it does.
They just called them and said, "Here, come."
Yeah, and it feels like basically like Galeno, like the Galeno title reign was also weird. Like I don't think it was bad, but it was just it was just meh. I think it's the best way of describing it. Like I would actually argue that this was like the best match of the entire reign, ironically enough.
Okay.
But I think Bane kind of carried a good chunk of that as well, just kind of getting tossed around and everything. So I think that really helped. Like, and then Galeno being like the base for Bane, I think they had like pretty good chemistry there. And now, I'm looking forward what Bane can do with the title. I mean, obviously they're gonna do like I did like that they're not immediately going to like the obvious like brother versus brother match, but like they're teasing it and everything, and it's obviously a thing. Like I expect that to be on the Budokan show.
Yeah, I was gonna say Budokan.
Yeah. But like he's gonna get like a defense like in between and everything, so I did like that. That's not like the first defense, but like it's obviously the match you want to do on like a big show. So I think that's gonna be wild as well. Like if you give those two a title in Budokan, like a singles title match, like they're gonna go absolutely fucking nuts. Like especially if it's the national title, so like it might legit be like semi-main or third from the top. Like they're just gonna go balls to the wall. Like they might do the Kota Ibushi thing and like jump off the stands and get banned.
And what do you think of the main event?
The main event, again, it was fine. I mean, that was also really like the debut of the like Yoshiki Inamura Smack Daddy character, which literally has Smack Daddy on his ass.
I know.
All right. Harlem Lewis is just an absolute nothing. Just a system-trained wrestler that just sides through.
He's a little jaggy, but I think he's perfectly adequate.
Yeah, but again, I mean, yes, because that is also literally the minimum that we could expect from like the biggest promotion in the world to like train their wrestlers to be, is to be perfectly adequate. So, but that's the thing.
Fresh.
Yeah, but I also don't really see like much like potential there, if that makes sense. Because even with guys that are like kind of raw, you see like that they could be like something more. I don't really see that with him.
Also, I'd say this about him. If he wanted to actually shine and stand out, I think he'd have to go outside of the system.
Yes, no, absolutely. So like doing something like this, I guess, is good for him as well, but like probably needs to do that more regularly. But yeah. No, then we also got like the Inamura like post-match promo where now he's like doing this weird thing where he like mixes English and Japanese as well. So yeah. I don't know. I don't. This is a really weird character.
Do you think he's gonna ever be accompanied to the ring by Shawn Michaels in any of these matches?
Oh God, I hope not. I don't know what I would do if that happened. I mean, maybe they're gonna do that on the Budokan. Oh God, yeah. No.
So we'll get to it more in a second, but I guess what are your impressions of the fact that it's funny because we were saying like, I think the WWE just a month or two ago we were saying I'm pretty sure the WWE relationship still exists. Just wait and see. And turns out,
turns out it still does. It's stronger than ever apparently.
Yep.
Because the one I actually forgot to put on the run sheet is there was actually like a Sunny Voyage show where you had the debut of Hank and Tank.
Yep. Oh, they got a big match we'll get to in a second.
Yep.
So you watched the final Monday Magic show?
Yes. On that one, yeah. I did like the women's title match. I can't really say it was a great match because I think it was too short.
Yeah, less than 10 minutes, 9:45.
Less than 10 minutes. But like Takumi having the title, I think it's again I think that's the right choice.
Yep.
But otherwise, like the match itself was really, really good. I definitely enjoyed that. I think that was like the best match of this entire like run of like Monday Magic. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. And then the other thing is because like honestly, well, I guess maybe the Magic Rumble. I mean, it was a Rumble match, so it's kind of mad. It's just kind of like what this showed more to me is just like Kaito Kiyomiya just being like absolutely nothing right now. Just kind of getting like eliminated pretty like unceremoniously from the match. Like it wasn't even that it came down to Titus and Kaito. Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of mad. And then the freeway GHC hardcore title match, that was like again, I don't like. I think I've made it very clear multiple times. I don't like these matches. It's even worse if it's a freeway. So yeah, I didn't like this really at all. I thought it was pretty just meandering. And then afterwards, we actually had Titus Alexander challenging Hayata for the title for the next season of Monday Magic, which I think is actually in January.
Well, I was going to say Titus tweeted out like, "See you in January, Japan. Bye for now."
Yeah. No. He literally said it on the promo as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not gonna happen until I think I actually looked it up. I think I'm actually flying out the day this the first Monday Magic show is actually happening.
Okay.
I think I just missed just about all of it. Yeah, because I think actually when the season finale is when I'm flying back to Europe.
All right. So we'll just do a quick preview here for Saturday, November 8th at Korakuen Hall. We have a 6-man tag match. Naomichi Marufuji, Keno, and Jack Morris versus Kaito Kiyomiya, Haru Toki, and Mohamed Yone. So Jack Morris is still around, interestingly enough. We got a 3-way
I think at this point
match.
He's not leaving. At this point.
Yeah, no, I know. I kind of felt like maybe the N1 was a possible farewell. So.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe WWE is just not interested, and maybe he's just happy sticking with Noah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I just didn't
related. Agla Blanc and Mike DiVecchio have been officially unveiled as signed.
Yeah, and they immediately took the mask off of Isla Blanc as well.
Of course they did. We have a 3-way tag match: Dragon Bane and Alpha Wolf versus Manabu Soya and Saxon Huxley and Uka Sasaki and Tetsuya Endo. Someone might pin Bane here and sneak a title shot too.
Yeah, just get the but there's also very much get everybody on the card kind of match too.
Yeah. So the Noah Junior Grand Prix first round, Junta versus Kai Fujimori. Junta's got to win this one, right?
Probably. I like after what has happened recently, like I don't know, this just feels like maybe they're gonna give Kai like an upset win, but like probably Junta, gun to my head.
Well, we can figure the winner of this one, Shuji Kondo versus Black Mansoray.
Yeah, no, I mean Shuji Kondo's gonna win that.
So because basically we've got Ninja Back versus Alejandro, and Ninja Back is back because he got budget cutted out of New Japan.
Out of New Japan. I mean, poor guy, but like at least he got like a nice landing spot, I suppose.
Yeah, and I assume they're going to push him.
Yeah. I mean, we assumed that last time, but again, they only ever gave him that one. Well, they didn't even give him a title reign. He won the title by accident, and they never put him anywhere near the title again. So we shall see if they will actually push him.
And then Hiromu versus Daiki Otashima.
I mean, that's circle that one, yeah.
And then for the GHC Tag Team Championship, Masa Kitamiya and Takashi Sugiura versus Hank and Tank.
Also, very nice that like Sugiura and like Kitamiya finally like found the tag belts again. Like, do you know how long it has been since they won these titles?
It's probably longer than I think, right?
They won them at the beginning of August. They haven't defended them since then.
Oh, geez, yeah. Well, you had the end one in there, but
it's still like you could have done like a title match and like the lead up to like the Sumo Hall. Like 3 months is insane. It's a that's a quarter of the year. But these belts just haven't been defended at all.
The thing is, if you actually go back and look, Japanese promotions getting into a regular defense schedule as we know it now is a more recent development. If you go back long enough, you will see some very large like a 3-month gap is very, very common for title differences back in the 80s and stuff like that.
Yeah, it used to be, but again, like they generally were pretty like reliably like defending these belts like at least like once a month or so. And again, maybe you draw better, like maybe you draw more than 800 people in Kurikan if you put like a tag title match on there as well.
Yeah, exactly. So what are the chances of Hank and Tank winning?
That's always the problem with these WWE guys, right?
Yep.
Because they can't, I don't know, but it's Hank and Tank. And again, like Kitamiya and Sugiura haven't even defended the titles. Like it literally, like it's a it's a V0 defense that makes them like again. You just had Kitamiya challenge for belt at Sumo Hall. That makes him look like shit if he just loses to like two like unknown what to like the Japanese audience is like 2 unknown newcomers. Because nobody in Japan watches NXT. Nobody knows who these guys are. Because again, the match proved that like nobody knew who they were. They got no reaction.
I just feel like it could happen. What can I say?
I can't rule it out. I'm just, definitely. That's definitely not going to get me excited for like Budokan.
Yeah. And then in the main event for the GHC Heavyweight Championship, Kenta versus Yoshiki Inamura. Paul, Inamura did pin Kenta already leading up to this, but what do you think? How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I'm leaning Kenta as winning.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know if Inamura has it.
But
and
should they
I also don't think that but that they should have tried years ago. Like it feels like it's already like it feels like it's too late already,
Yeah.
Like I feel like if they would have wanted to like put the belt on him, they should have done it.
He's going to be 33 on November 18th.
That's what I mean. Like it's not like he's like a young guy really anymore.
Yeah.
Like if anything, like I feel like the moment to put the belt on him to see, like to do that one with him to see if he has anything, like would have been when he had that match with Kaito last year.
Yes, it would have been.
And he felt like so much like more important then than he does now coming back. Despite the fact that they're pretending that he's a bigger deal now because he was on like NXT. But again, like that return last time, like that got so much, right? Like because you could see it in the difference of reaction as well. Like the reaction he got last time when he like returned and challenged Kaito, and the reaction he got here, like at Sumo Hall, like that reaction last time felt much bigger than it did like here than it did at the Sumo Hall show.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't know.
Well, also, when you do a return, you just have them come out instead of like coming out of the crowd that you can't tell who it is and everything like that, right? So that sort of messes with the pop.
But still, like I don't know, and I just don't know if the promotion, like, there's never been anything that tells me that Noah sees this guy as like a main eventer, or at least, or like as a guy that should like carry the belt and not just be like, you know, the like flavor of the month Hurricane title defense guy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're giving him all of this. That feels a little more than flavor of the month, but
yeah, like I said, like I'm leaning like Kenta is winning the title, but I feel like again, I think again the right moment to put the title on him was last year.
yes.
But it also feels like if he's not winning here, then he's just never gonna win this title. He's just done.
Getting Jake
yeah.
lead.
Yeah, basically.
So yeah, I'll hold out hope, just because with Ozawa out, although he's not going to be out that long, he could very well be back with Budokan. It just feels like this company spinning its wheels without him, which is crazy. Because I mean, look, he's incredible talent. Although I have my very significant criticisms, but he does leave a very noticeable void, and they got to do something because they don't have anyone else, and they might have a bunch of guys in the dojo. That's fine, but you still need it, guys. So.
Yeah. No, and I mean, he's also obviously like, I think they might actually delay his face turn a bit now as well, because like the whole thing he's doing right now is so obviously like over the top that he's definitely still going to be a heel when he comes back.
I mean, maybe they should just wait till Iwata returns to do that turn.
Yeah, probably. Whenever that is.
All right, so that's Noah. So we move on to All Japan Pro Wrestling. And so what I did see was at the on October 11th at Gyota Green Arena in front of 1,011 fans, which honestly, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
For this, actually.
Not like this was an amazing card either. Yeah.
No. Look, I can barely remember these early matches on the show, so I'm just skipping to the fourth match. We're going to talk about the top three matches. Shotaro Ashino and X, who turned out to be Go Shiozaki, defeated Kento Miyahara and Hideki Suzuki when Miyahara was disqualified for kicking too much ass. No, he attacked Go to the chair.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like it's too late to like go an in-depth, shocking Go jump and everything like this. But this was always, to me, the most likely place he was going to end up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what were your initial impressions, real quick? We'll get to more Go later.
I mean, again, yeah, it made sense that Go jumped, but I think he's a weird fit with like Havoc in terms of like I don't know, in terms of vibes, I don't think he really fits very well with them. Right?
No, I agree.
Like he's just like that. They're the jock faction, and like I don't know, Go never like struck me as like a jock basically. So from that aspect, that's kind of a weird fit. I mean, otherwise, I think it makes perfect sense for him to be in All Japan. I think he makes the promotion better, like instantly. So from that aspect, I think it's definitely a massive plus for the promotion because it gives them some like much needed depth as well.
I mean, they've got Go and Naoya.
Yeah,
like to
and
me,
like a motivated Go as well. Yeah. No, that's really good. You know what? Actually, you know what? Nomura actually would have been a better fit for Havoc.
You think so? Yeah, I can see.
He has a bit of jock energy.
Oh, he definitely. Yeah, he's got them. So we'll talk more Go in a minute. So let's then go to the next match for the PWF World Junior Heavyweight Championship. Atsuki Aoyagi defeated Ryo Inoue in 20 minutes and 7 seconds with the Firebird splash to make his second defense. I thought it was good, but it went a little too long, and it was the same sort of anticlimactic. Just hit a bunch of aerial moves and win. Aoyagi.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. Like, I thought it was a really good, but it was a good match, but I was disappointed by it. And it's becoming more and more obvious that like Atsuki doesn't really know how to do a good finishing sequence, which is a problem if you want to be the ace. So I don't know what. Let's see if we can figure it out. But I'm definitely like I don't know if I'm running out of patience because it's not like his matches are bad, but I think there's definitely like something missing from them, which I think we can very solidly say now.
And then main event for the World Tag Team Championship, Zion and Odyssey defeated Yuma Aoyagi and Yuma and Zion 22-56 with a diving headbutt from Zion on Anzai to make their first defense of the titles. Look, I was strangely interested in this because of I just wanted to see what the double Yuma could get out of these guys, right? And look, I think they did about as good a job as you're going to get. So I'd give this like a 3.25 stars or something, 3.5 stars maybe. Too long, absolutely, but they tried. And to be fair, I guess Design and Odyssey tried a little, relatively speaking, too. So it was passable, nice.
Yeah. You know what I will actually have to say after like having watched them for a while now? I think like Zion seems to be a guy that is probably like amazing to like have a drink with. Because I think that's really the other thing where like like all of everybody else in all Japan just seems to love him. Because they also like always like they sell their ass off for him whenever he's in like a match. Except for Hideki, weirdly enough. But yeah. Yeah, I mean Hideki loves him, but just for some reason he won't sell for him when they're in the ring together. But then otherwise, like the match, as you said, it was solid. I don't know if I love this like Yuma squared like tag team because it also doesn't feel like a long-term team, right?
No,
like, I don't think they really have very like complementary styles. Like they're obviously both good enough so that they can like, for example, like carry like these guys to like a decent match, but they also don't feel like a team that like it feels like at least so far. I mean, again, this is only like one of their first matches together, but like it feels a bit like they don't have like immediate like natural chemistry as a team, so it just feels a bit like less than the sum of its part. But maybe they'll have some time to like iron that out.
Well, it's funny you say that because I will just say that I feel like Ashino and Go are already showing chemistry after a very short time.
Yes, actually. Which, depending on like what they do, like that, I would actually like put that team towards like my favorites for the real world tag league. But that depends whether or not the Sapporo match actually turns out to be a title match or not.
Yes. So then we go to on the 14th at Shinkiba. First ring in front of 337 fans. Supernova vacancy, full house. I'll just say I enjoyed Dan Tamura versus Shota Kofuji, which was the opening match. He won in 10:42 with the Death Valley Bomb. And I enjoyed Naoya Nomura defeated Reiki Honda in 15:20. Well, look, this wasn't as good as their first match because I think was it Nomura got his bell rung or was it Honda? Who got I can't remember. Someone, I think it was Nomura.
Probably. When in doubt, it's Nomura the one that's gotten injured.
But it was still very good.
Yeah.
Just a little sluggish at one point. And then the main event was Go Ishino, Zion, and Odyssey defeated Kento, Yuma, Aoyagi, Junseto, and Yuma, and Zion 17-27 with the strong arm lariat on Yuma Aoyagi, which was an interesting result, I suppose. But that was a good match, actually, too. So then we go to 22nd at Korakuen Hall in front of 1,322 fans. Now, mind you, this was on a Wednesday, Paul, but what do you think of that for this match? Do you think it would have drawn more if they had even extended the build, or what do you think?
I mean, maybe if they had done it. I think if they had done it on a weekend, I think that this definitely would have drawn more. Again, short build as well. And also, I mean, I know Go has drawn better like in Noah in recent years, but like let's not forget that the first time Go was in All Japan, like look at some of those Korakuen numbers he was drawing on top. Yeah. Like they weren't just bad in terms of like pre-pandemic Japan. Like these would be considered bad numbers like these days. Like I think because I just went through them as well. I think there was one match where he legitimately drew like 700 people in Korakuen for like a Triple Crown match.
And this is probably why his Triple Crown reign lasted not as long as people thought it was going to reign.
Yes.
Alaska, and they put it back on Akibono.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. But like, like it's. Oh yeah, wait. I think it was Okay, sorry. Yeah. So right, because I looked it up. Yeah, so it was actually the last time. So if we just base it off of Kento Miyahara's Go Shiozaki and Korakuen, this is a massive improvement over the first time they did this in Korakuen.
Well, there you go.
Because the last time they did this, they drew 874 people. So obviously, I'm not gonna look up what day of the week that was because I'm not gonna because this. Funny enough, this was 10 years ago. This was in 2015. Yeah, so March 27th, 2015. So more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's funny. So we start the show off with Yuma Aoyagi defeating Shota Kofuji in 9:33 with a diving elbow drop. nice little opener. And I've always been on that Kofuji train, and we'll talk about more about him in a second. Paul, I skipped this next match. Don't worry. Kumarashi, Kuroshi Togo defeated, and Takashi defeating, and Sega Chajibata defeating Jutsudo, Mr. Sato, Dan Tamura, Yuka Miyamoto, and Hirakaru.
No, it was exactly what you thought it was. It was just kind of pretty, like a lot of comedy.
I did watch Zion, Odyssey, and Shitaru Shino defeat Hideki Suzuki, Keigo Mashimo, and Fuminori Abe, which was a perfectly fine 7-minute match.
Yeah, it was fine.
I watched Red Eye Abe and Talos defeat. I watched this, of course. Red Eye Abe and Talos defeated Riki Honda and Naoya Nomura in 10:55 with the death roulette from Ayabe on Honda. And Paul, is Talos their best forward? Discuss.
He might be. I mean, it's not like that's like I would say he's less charismatic than Zion.
That's fair.
Like I think Zion gets better crowd reactions than Talos does because Zion is just more charismatic. But I do think like Talos, like in ring, I think he has more to offer than Zion does. He definitely has more than Odyssey does.
I think I could see Talos getting more over than Zion eventually because Talos gets it.
Yeah.
And gets his role. And he also is sort of carrying Ren.
Yeah. I think that like putting them together as like a team is like, that was like the best thing they could have done for him.
Yeah.
Because again, like that's the other thing. It also makes him look better in the ring than he probably actually is because the other guy in the ring, like his tag team partner is Ren Ayabe.
Yeah. And it also helps Ayabe too.
Yeah. Hide some of his weaknesses too.
Hide some of his weaknesses, and Talos will carry the charisma and the Giants big guy spots and everything like that. Yeah. But Talos is working, and I thought Talos did more in this match than I'd seen him in any of his other matches. And so he's either they're just letting him do more or he's improving. Either is good, and he's getting himself as the sort of, he knows his role, and he's leaning into it. And I think they're going to be the super team of the tag tournament.
No, I actually fully agree. I think they like with some of those teams in there, like I think with like, you know what, low key, I think like the match, wait, is that actually going to happen? I don't remember, but yeah, but there's like so many teams in there that I think they could have like really good matches with because they're also so different from most of the other teams in there. I think that's really the thing where like I think they're kind of going to freshen it up as well.
Yeah, for sure. And then Yuma Anzai defeated Ryo Inoue in 12-12 with a gimlet. I didn't think this was as good as their other stuff. Yeah. And I can't quite figure out why.
No, yeah, same. Like I watched that match. Yeah. It got good crowd reaction, but it just, there was something from it was missing from it. But
I think that should have been more intense. Their previous feud had more intensity to it. Whereas this just felt like a match between two guys. A very good, like a good match between two good wrestlers, but nothing more. Whereas the previous, they really sort of
went all in
the intensity. Yeah.
Maybe it's just a thing of both of them getting like, more experience and being like, well, we don't have to work super, super hard in this specific spot on a card.
Yeah, just work. Yeah, they work to a level of a third match from the top for All Japan at Cork and Hall. Yeah. And then next up, All Asia Tag Team titles. Musashi and Seki Yoshioka defeated Atsuki Aoyagi and Rising Hayato in 16-15 with the Nitin and Chiryu for Musashi and Hayato to make their first defense. Pretty good match, although I think it was Aoyagi that blew a spot or two. But other than that, a good solid outing, I thought. And the right team won, I think, actually.
Yeah. No. I am enjoying Musashi and Seki. It's again, I felt though like with like, I don't know, like there was something missing there with Atsuki. Like I enjoyed like Hayato well enough, but I don't know. There's something off about Atsuki that I can't quite put my finger on either.
He destroyed his knee.
Yeah, fair, but like I don't know. Maybe he needs to adjust his style like in some way because of that. So,
although some of the problems I see with Atsuki is not his,
it's structural too. Like it's his psychology too. Which, like, that's not going to be affected by his knees.
You have to improve that, especially if your knees are bad.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, who knows? Again, he's still young, so I think he still has, like, a lot of time to, like, improve on that. But it's just... Because, again, I think we always keep forgetting how absurdly young, like, Atsuki Aoyagi still is. like 24.
How old is
I think 24, 25.
here? No, he'll be 26 in December.
Okay, a little bit older, but still, like he's
Yeah.
still young enough for him to give him time to figure it out. Like, especially if you've already blown out your knee at that age, you probably want to adjust your things a little bit.
And then Shota Kofuji came out to challenge, and his partner will be Hideki Suzuki.
Hideki Suzuki, they all have a team name and everything.
Yeah, they're the Cats or something?
Yeah, something with Cats. I don't remember what the name exactly was, but yeah, hey, why not? You know what? I mean, as much as I'm enjoying Musashi and Seiki Yoshioka, I actually would enjoy Shota to see like how that would look like with like Shota Kofuji and Hideki.
Well, I don't think they're going to win, but
no, probably not.
This really does feel like Kofuji's going to come out in a tracksuit on January 2nd.
Yeah, no, I honestly, like, I mean, after what unfortunately happened with Nagao, I think now that's basically guaranteed. But I think they were probably going to try and get that one done either way, because I don't think OSW like also would be like putting a lot of like blockers in his way if he was like, hey, can I like switch over to All Japan?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's basically a guarantee that he's like coming out in January in a tracksuit, which they should sell at the Hurricane on their merch table, because I would buy one.
So main event for the Triple Crown: Kento Miyahara defeated Go Shiozaki in 22 for the shutdown suplex to make his first defense of 8th reign with the Triple Crown. Paul, I don't know how to feel about this, because I have seen opinions of this match all over the place, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was as good as I sort of maybe was expecting, because I thought it had a really weird structure where Kento took so much of it. Although there was some good stuff at the end, I thought, with Go fighting back with the lariats, but then Kento just kind of grabs him and hits the shutdown for them.
Yeah, it could have been better than it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, I thought it was still really good. Like, I still really enjoyed it. I think these two, like, again, it's still both great workers. I mean, with Go, right, like, it's a bit of a question, like, how much can his body still take?
Yeah.
But I thought he still worked hard. Yeah, I thought this was better than like the like matches he had at the end of his like Noah run. Like, for example, I enjoyed this a lot more than like, for example, the like singles match he had with Harutoki.
Oh, of course.
But this was much better than that. So like, to me, like, because after that I was like a little bit like, oh, can Go still like go, right? Like, is that why they're taking him out of the N1 or whatever? Turns out there was probably like a little bit more than just like concerns about his health, I guess. So no, I think he still showed that he like can still like hold up at like a high level. Like, again, I thought this could have been better. I think maybe if you put this in a better building, maybe you get like a bit better of a match out of it as well. But I also kind of get why they immediately went to this match as well, because again, health concerns with Go are real. So like, you might as well just get like the title match out of the way. Right, like, just go for it immediately. Yeah, no, but I do think it could have been better than it actually. Were you surprised how clean the match was, and that there was no, the usual havoc like post-match beatdown that they always do after all of their matches, since they're the top heels in the promotion?
Yeah. Oh no, I was not surprised at all. There was none of it at all, because Havoc is not a heel group. And
yes,
I think they are just another House of Torture or Voodoo Murders even, but that's how you say you have it.
Yeah. Look, just because I get it, because they wear black and like it's black, they have a black and red color scheme. So like, I get that your first instinct is that they're a heel stable, but they've never been heels ever. They're so over as well. That's the other thing. Like, they're super over with the crowd.
Well, I mean, I'm almost sympathetic to people who get this wrong, because they now just have their defense mechanism after like 3 of the biggest promotions in Japan have interfering heel units.
Yes, who have similar color schemes.
And All Japan also recently had its Voodoo Murders.
Yes,
which
did reason is like that was like 2-3 years ago at this point.
I believe Voodoo Murders lasted into 2023, right?
Yeah, but it was basically like, that was like the Saito still pretending they're heels when they had like turned. Like it was just the Saitos at that point.
Yeah.
But again, no, I do get why people have that instinct. But like, I don't know, like watch a single Havoc match and tell me they're heels. Like that they just
exactly.
aren't.
And so after the match, Go and Kento reconciled, and then Hokuto Omori came out to challenge, really milking out the local guy with the Hokkaido tours getting 2 title shots.
Okay, Gerard, what do you think? What are Hokuto's chances? Is he going to do it?
I'm sorry, he's not.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But if he does, we'll just change it. I want the Hokuto gun theme. Like I want an MP3 of that.
Oh yeah.
If you get us an MP3 of that theme, please send it.
No, here's the thing. They're gonna put. I think it is that part of that CD that's gonna go on sale.
Oh, I don't know.
They're selling a CD. Yeah, they're selling like a CD that like it's gonna have Anzai's theme on it. We can finally add it to the show intro.
Yes, we got to do that. Yeah, because.
But if I don't remember if the Hokuto theme is on there, but if it is, it's also going in the intro.
Okay, so the decision, Paul. I think this decision was always how it was going to be. I feel fine with it because I know some people. I feel like the fact that Go didn't win destroyed Dave Meltzer's enjoyment of this match.
Really? It's like Kento literally just won the title back after not holding it for like
the
years.
Idea is
it doesn't make sense to switch it now.
The booking idea, and sometimes this is very often the case. You got to put it on the new the guy that just came in.
I mean, I guess, but
anyway,
I mean that also implies that Go even wants to hold the belt. Like,
yeah. Well, yes, that sort of gets into a couple of things. Why I think. I don't know if these are all correct, but I think there's some of these factors probably might be in play. They got burned with Nakajima, so they wanted their guided Kento to get put over strongly because he's also not only lost to Nakajima, but he hadn't had the title so long and has done a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Go's health is a question mark. Go might not want the responsibilities of being a champion. And also, we don't know how long Go is here for. Go might be here for a few months and then might show up once or twice a month, but he might be also doing other things or completely leave and go somewhere else just as a freelancer and then come back for like an occasional time. Although it sort of feels like with the Havoc thing, he does feel like he's going to at least be a semi-regular, if not a full-blown regular, because he's on all the tours and everything like that. So we're going to have that for a bit at least, which obviously is very welcome along with Nomura. So yeah, I just think I don't think anything's lost with Go, but I don't also, if he is hanging around, I don't rule out that he's going to win it later.
I mean,
I would like to see him and Anzai feud over the title.
Yes. Like, I do think he, like, at the very least, like, he is going to be, like, a guy that will challenge for a title. Like, I just don't know if he is at this stage of his career, if he even wants to, like, hold the belt. That's more my thinking, where he might just be like, I'm good on, like, doing, like, multiple like Triple Crown matches a year, you know, like having to like defend the belt like regularly and all of that. But yeah, I mean, maybe like a short title reign, like maybe you do this as like a thing where like you maybe use Go as like a transitional champion between like Kento and like Anzai or something like that. Yeah, like I could see something like that maybe where like Kento beat him now, but then maybe like they do it like a couple of months down the line, they do the match again and then Go beats him there and then loses to Anzai like a month or two later. So that's something I definitely could see happening. But it's just that I think Go, there's a possibility he wins the title. I just don't think it will be a very long reign if he ever does.
So we'll get into the real world tag league teams, the full lineup at the end. So we'll jump to the Hokkaido tour, which I have not seen any of. But Paul, what have you seen on the Hokkaido tour?
Yes, so at the Hokkaido tour, so I watched the one. Yes, I did watch the one from Hokuto City. That one, yeah. So, but there wasn't really much of note on there. I mean, you had Hideki beating like his tag team partner in the opener. I thought that match generally like it was pretty solid. Otherwise, is there really anything of note here? I thought Honda versus Inoue was good. I thought that was a pretty good match. Then otherwise, didn't. Then I watched like the show from the 28th. So that had another title match. That had 2 title matches actually on it. I think that show is actually something to like go and watch. So that show, like the things of note from there. Well, a bit of a negative note, I suppose. You had the freeway match between Kumagoro Hokai and Seigo Tachibana and Yuma Aoyagi, where Kumagoro Hokai actually beat Yuma Aoyagi.
Oh no!
Which that is a very weird booking decision that I don't really fully understand what the fuck they're doing there.
Yep.
And then Kumagoro, like in the post match, like he cut a promo, quote unquote, but he just made bear noises in the back.
Great.
Actually, just for quick, like I don't think the match was of note, but like the opener was Ren Ayabe, Talos, and Shota Kafuji defeating Dan Tamura, Ryo Inoue, and Hikaru Sato. And the only thing of note is again like the post match, where like Talos cut a promo. And you see like Ren Ayabe standing next to him, and then the camera like pans down to like Shota Kafuji, who basically just goes like, "Yeah, let's go," and then like that's literally all they do for the promo.
That's funny.
You had Go Shiozaki defeating Seiki Yoshioka in 12 minutes 20 with the Go and Lariat. That match I really enjoyed. That match was really fun. Not like a great match or anything like that, but like just like going in there and working with like Seiki Yoshioka. Like that's like a completely fresh match as well. I don't think if that's ever even. I don't think their paths really ever crossed when they were in Noah really at all.
No.
So yeah, no, that was like I think they kind of teased a little bit like Go kind of like inviting Seiki to join like Havoc. Don't know what's coming out, if anything will like come out of that or not. Then you had for the Giora TV title, Shotaro Ashino defeating Kuroshio Tokyo Japan in 30 minutes 19 with the ankle lock. Finally, they're putting a title on Ashino. So
yes,
I think it's finally time for like the Giora TV title to be like a bit more of a work rate belt again, which again they do every once in a while. The match itself was fine, but like it was not over at all in the crowd. Like the crowd was so quiet for this, which
really
I thought was a shame because I think like Jiro actually like kind of tried in this as well. And the crowd just kind of gave them nothing really. But yeah, it was also pretty like dominant like win for Ashino as well, who just kind of like worked over like Jiro's ankle for the entire match and then tapped him out at the end. So I think it's worth watching just to like see Ashino win a singles title again, which that's been a long time since the last time he held like a singles title, right? Like that was like whenever he last held like the Wrestle 1 title. So that's like a long, long time ago.
Yes.
Then otherwise, I don't think that 6-man tag is really worth talking about. But then you had the tag team title match between Zion and Odyssey defeating Hokuto-gun, Hokuto Mori, and Kumarashi in 1843 when Zion pinned Kumarashi after a diving headbutt. Match was okay. It wasn't anything great or anything like that. It was too long as well, I would say. I guess it could have been worse, given that, it's not like these are like 4 amazing workers. But
yeah,
I mean, but again, I will always say like Hokuto and Kuma are like always better in like a tag team format than they are in like when they're like having singles matches.
Yeah.
So this definitely was better than I expected, but like it also went like too long as well.
Yeah,
and then
of course,
and then they're gonna do Ashino and Go versus Zion and Odyssey like in Sapporo. But I don't like, again, I think Ashino like referenced them potentially making it a title match, but I don't know if it actually has been announced as a title match just yet, which if it is, then actually I think it becomes a lot less likely that Go and Ashino are like winning the Real World Tag League. But yeah, we'll see.
So I woke up to this pleasant news because I was like, this was a big question mark of whether or not Ashino was going to win the title, because I would not shock me if
they have Jiro win.
And I think Jiro defended the Giora TV title against him previously successfully, right? At one point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was one of those times where we were like, there's no way they're gonna have Ashino lose to like Jiro, and then he lost to Jiro. Yeah.
I think this is good. I think that this is if they're going to go back to the Gerard TV title as a work rate title.
Yep.
I just hope they give him good opponents.
I mean, that's always the question. But I mean, look, I mean, there's some options there. You have like, you could put him up against like, I mean, if he's up against Sego, right? Like that's the advantage of Sego. Is like you can put him in there. And the Gerard TV title is like a joke title, but you can also put him in there and have like an actual like work rate match as well.
Of course. Yeah. So I mean, I think it bodes well. But let's just wait and see what happens. I guess there's the big upcoming match show it's on the 3rd at the usual place where they have the big title matches at Sapporo Hall or Hotel.
Yeah.
So you've got
Oh yeah, no, right, you're right. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So you've got Yumez and then Dan versus Jun Seta, Ray Khan, and Ryo Inoue, Hikaru Sato, Noriyuki Yoshida, and Tomoya versus Kuroshio Tokyo Japan, Kuma Rashi, and Seigo Tachibana. Got Ren Ayabe and Talos versus Atsuki and Hayato. And then you also have Zion and Odyssey versus Shotaro Ashino and Go Shiozaki.
Doesn't look like it's a title match though.
It's not on the website yet as a title match. Could this be a 30-minute draw, Paul?
It could be, but that's like, man, like I don't want to see Odyssey go 30.
But when Ashino and Go are your
still, like, I don't know.
If you were gonna force these guys to go 30, you might want to do it here.
I mean, yeah, if you ever want to have them to go 30 minutes, I mean, yeah, this is the one to do it. But
I feel like Ashino
as champion,
he's a TV title champ.
Still, I don't know. Again, like I could also see this like end in a draw. Like I think it's gonna tell us a lot about what they think about Go.
Yeah.
Or could it be that like Odyssey or Zion get pinned here?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna like tease like them actually doing a title match.
Right, but then they go right into the real world
tag league. But again, like what if Ashino and Go win that one, and then it's just Havoc versus Havoc at the New Year's Eve show?
But here's my thing: I don't think you should have the champs lose right before the tournament.
That is also would be a weird decision too.
Right?
Yeah.
If you want, you could have Go and Ashino lose here, and then have them tag league.
Win the tag league and then beat them. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the semi-main event. Musashi and Seki Yoshioka defend the All Asia Tag Titles against Hideki Suzuki and Shota Kafuji. I'm actually think that Kafuji will be trying here, so I think this will be good. And the main event for the Triple Crown, Hokuto Omori challenging Kento Miyohara. And Paul, well, we all know who's going to win this match, but what do you think the quality of this match will be?
I mean, they did have that one title match that was actually really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of depends whether or not Hokuto can find that gear again, which he hasn't been able to since then. But I guess if anybody can get it out of him, that is true. But that means he already has his like one good title match of the year. Also, by the way, I think tickets are selling well for the show. Actually, I'm looking at it on E+, and like the obviously like the most expensive 2 categories are sold out, and then everything else is the triangle for like few remaining.
That is a good sign. On Lawson, they have the B reserve seats sold out as well.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, this might be selling out well, yeah.
Which are the cheapest tickets though, but still that's good. So yeah, that's good. That's a good sign for them. So before we go, let's look at the Real World Tag League, and we have A Block, Hideki Suzuki and Kengo Mashimo, Ren Ayabe and Talos, Shotaro Ashino and Go Shiozaki, Hokuto Omori and Kuma Arashi, Musashi and Seki Yoshioka, and Dan Tamura and Hikaru Sato rounding out the A block. Paul, I think that this is the weaker block.
Yes,
in terms of star power.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's 2 very different blocks in this tournament in terms of star power. That's for sure.
Yeah. But Go and Ashino are in here.
Yeah, I think to me they're like the odds-on favorite to like come out of that block.
There's only 2 teams here. A block. Talos and Ayabe, and then Go and
Ashino. Yeah, it's like as much as I'm enjoying. Like I think like Ayabe and Talos are like a good team, but like I don't know if you want to like. But then again, you know that's also like an easy way to like have burn off like a match there, I guess, or without having to burn off like a money drawing match, I suppose. We're putting those two in like the finals.
So B block is Zion and Odyssey, Kento Miyahara and Davey Boy Smith Jr., Yuma Aoyagi and Yuma Anzai, Ryoki Honda and Naoya Nomura, Takashi and Kuroshio Tokyo Japan, and Atsuki Aoyagi and Rising Hayato. Now, look, I only think there's only one bad team tournament, and that's Takashi. Well,
yes, Takashi and
it's
Ikemen.
really just Takashi Ikemen.
I mean, that Zion and Odyssey versus like Takashi and Jiro match, like that's gonna be really rough. That's gonna be a rough watch. Although that might be short.
Mm-hmm. So let's skip all the way ahead to the second last show on December 7th at Aichi Port Misei Nagoya Second Exhibition Hall. So the matches on that show are Ren Ayabe and Talos versus wrong one. Hideki and Kengo Mashimo versus Musashi Seki Yoshioka. Ren Ayabe and Talos versus Go and Ishino.
Okay.
Hokuto Mori and Kobayashi versus Dan and Sato.
I mean, that to me, that sounds like it's gonna come down to like Go and Ishino versus like Ren Ayabe and Talos, right?
Yep. And then Honda and Nomura versus Zion and Odyssey.
I mean, I feel like that's gonna be like eliminating one of them because I feel like the main event is gonna be like for like B block there.
And then Anzai and Aoyagi versus Kento and Smith.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the decider for block B.
Are they doing semis?
I don't think. Wait, what's the? We can check relatively quickly.
I looked on I checked their set. There's nothing announced
for the next one. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember if they announced anything.
Or anything. I don't remember. Although I feel like in the A block, Go and Ashino versus Talos and Ayabe, that feels like a real block decider. Go to the finals.
Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that one is definitely a block decider, and then Davey Boy, like that almost feels like semifinals or like in a way. I don't think they're doing semifinals.
Could be wrong, but the way they set this up feels like set up to be like, oh, who's gonna go to the finals type thing.
Yeah.
Which is I think for the best. Just do the finals on the final show. What do you think the finals are gonna
I think I would say I think it's going to be the Yumas versus. I mean, I like the best possible match. I think is the Yumas versus Go and Ashino.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm going to root for that one. But I could also see it be. I think the Yumas are coming out of that block. So I could also see it be Yumas versus Talos and Ayabe. But then they're already doing that match like relatively soon as well. Like they're doing that on like one of the house shows.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? I think it's going to be Go and Ashino versus the Yumas.
Okay, you think that's the final?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make my bold prediction. It's going to be
Takashi and Jiro.
No,
yeah.
It's going to be Go and Ashino versus the Sloppy Seconds.
Ooh, that's actually a good one. I hadn't actually considered.
Like
that would be a really good match too.
You got to do like I feel like Honda and Nomura are just going to feel like geeks if you don't give them.
Especially like the way the team came together as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Honda needs something. Yeah, that's true. Especially like if we consider like because it's still like right, what is going to be the Triple Crown match on like December 31st, right? Like if we think it's going to be Anzai versus Kento, then like you need somebody else to be in the tag title match.
Yeah, or you could do the tag title match on January 2nd or 3rd, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like it just to me, I don't really see what else they got other than Anzai versus Kento on 31st.
No, right? There's nothing.
Maybe
up, really.
Anzai pins Kento to set that up in the final match to block them going to the finals.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that way? That basically like the Yumas are already out, and then Anzai pins Kento to like eliminate him, and then the Sloppy Seconds go through instead. Yeah, I could see that happening.
Well, there's no match order here.
Yeah,
but it feels like the main event, like the Anzai, the Yumas.
That feels like the main event. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just I guess the predictions then. All right. So, any closing thoughts, Paul?
I have my tickets for the December 31st show actually now.
And do you have your tickets to the January 1st show?
No, I'm gonna buy those I'm gonna buy like I did that last time as well. I'm just gonna like it's not gonna sell out in advance. So I'm just gonna buy them at the. Just gonna buy them at the Yoyogi show. Like basically, I'm just gonna buy all. Like that's what I did last time as well. Like that's like easier than trying to deal with like the Japanese ticket websites. Because even for this one, like I got like a third row ticket for this one.
Oh wow. Are you going to the January 2nd and 3rd All Japan Korakuens?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna buy the tickets for that at the Yoyogi show. Then I actually have like a physical ticket as well. That's and I have my ticket actually for the Noah New Year show as well.
Oh, sorry, you already have that ticket. That's what I asked. Sorry.
No. I have tickets for both. I have tickets for both of those. Yeah.
Okay.
And then whatever other Noah show I might do, I'm gonna buy those at like Budokan show because it's just much easier to just hand somebody cash or pay with card, and you have a person like in person there that you can just be like. That's the other thing. Like with the ticket websites, you just get whatever is available like in that category. Like when you buy them in person, you can literally look at the map and you can literally point at the seat that you want.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Which you can do online in other countries as well, but in Japan, you can only do that if you buy it in person.
Of course, always a catch. All right, so we will be back in a couple of weeks once the we got the Hokkaido tour, the Real World Tag League kicking off, and that Noah Korakuen Hall show with the much, I guess, eagerly awaited Kenta versus Inamura match. So until then, take care of yourselves and enjoy all the wrestling out there. Bye.
My name is Tyler Fornes, and I am one of the co-hosts of the Good, the Bad, and the Hungy AEW podcast here on the Voice of Wrestling Podcasting Network. We take a broad scope approach to the world of All Elite Wrestling and the entire universe of Tony Khan. We talk about the big matches, the big stars, the promos, the storylines, and we also look at it from a big picture perspective. How are things going to change over the course of the next 10 years with AEW still in the picture? How are companies like WWE going to adapt and adjust to AEW? Are they going to be a similar way like they did with WCW in the late 1990s? Will there be a counterpunch? We talk about all of that and more on The Good, the Bad, and the Hungy every week on the Voice of Wrestling Network.
Hi, I'm Case Lowe, co-host of the Open the Voice Gate podcast. The one question I'm constantly asked when it comes to Dragon Gate is how do I get into the promotion? Well, stop asking and start listening to the Open the Voice Gate podcast, released every Wednesday on the Voices of Wrestling Podcasting Network. For exclusive news and show reviews, look no further than the leader in Dragon Gate coverage, Open the Voice Gate.